Hi everybody and welcome to the EndlessCelts podcast and what is the second leg of our Question of the Sport quiz against the Bhoycie Bus. I'm joined by my team in the EndlessCelts, William, Francis, Lampley. How are you?
All good, Stephen, all good.
All good, mate. Ready to
Good
go.
to hear, good.
Hopefully equal, bring things to a level peg tonight.
Brilliant. I hope so as well, but I'm coming from a neutral standpoint here as much as I can be. And then we're joined by the Bhoycie Bus team. And a noticeable absentee in the team is Russell. He had to pull out for some personal reasons. Hope all is well there. But we've got we've got Dale, we've got Conor McCann and Conor Carr. Isn't that right? How are you all?
How you doing, mate? Not too bad. Not too bad. Raring to go. We've had to bring in the B team tonight, though, so.
They put the pressure on us already.
Already a lot of support within for the Bhoycie Bus. There's Paul McFarlane's in, Phil McGinley's in, Stephen Colford's in. Good luck all. Kaiser's in as well. But just want to let people know the two team captains tonight is Francis for the EndlessCelts podcast and Dale, who's been nominated for the Bhoycie Bus. And to kind of kick things off before we get into the quick fire round, it's going to be a captain against captain question here to see who goes first in terms of the quick fire. So are you ready, boys?
So is it just to shout the answer out first?
Aye, shout the answer out first in this one.
Right.
How many seconds did it take Christian Eriksen to score against Manchester United in 2018?
16.
Go ahead, Franny, what's your shout?
What? I'm going to say 12 because Dale said pretty low. So
To be fair, you were closest. It was 11. So it's the EndlessCelts boys get in to the quick fire first. I'm going to drop
Hold on.
the boy.
As Celtic questions here. We're doing
Listen.
give you surprises.
Listen, no. It is Celtic questions, but there is some curveballs, as I told you. So it's not going to be all straightforward tonight. But I'm going to drop the Bhoycie team off here so we can get into the quick fire round with the EndlessCelts boys. Just bear with me.
Christian Eriksen's middle name's Henrik, by the way. Just
Right. So for the quick fire round, first of all, right, there's 9 questions. Pretty straightforward. You can confer with each other. Take your time. Obviously, don't take the piss. Are you ready?
yes.
I go for it.
Right. Which manager joined Celtic from Leicester City in 2000?
Martin O'Neill.
Martin O'Neill.
Perfect. That's 1 point. Question 2.
Fuck, I nearly went another way.
Who did Celtic beat to qualify for the Champions League group stage for the first time in 2001?
Ajax.
2 points. Question 3. Which team ended Celtic's unbeaten run of 69 games in December 2017?
Aye.
There's 3 points.
Absolutely pumped.
Question 4.
No.
How old is Scott Bain?
Oh,
Can we confer, you said?
aye. I'd say about
I
29 or
want
something. 28,
I want to
29.
go about... I want to go about...
I'm with you,
I would
Wally.
say they're
I'd say
about
late
five.
20s. I don't think he's in his 30s yet.
No,
so
I think he's the right side of 30.
Let's go 29
I
then.
would, I would say about 20.
right.
Wrong. Question 5. What squad number is Christopher Julian?
2.
2.
Is it 2? It is 2, isn't it?
Aye.
Yeah. 4 points. Question 6. Celtic sold Christopher Arr to which club?
Brentford.
Brentford.
5 points. Question 7. What famous Arsenal player played for Celtic in 2011?
Freddie Lundberg.
Nürnberg.
Oh, aye.
Nice one. There's 6 points. Question 8. What was Fergus McCann's nickname?
The Bonnet.
Won it.
7 points. Question 9. Final question. What year did Celtic win the Coronation Cup?
1953.
Wow. A good score of 8 out of 9, so that's 8 points that round. But as I said, there'll be a few curveballs. There's a gamble question. Now, this is worth 20 points. However, if you get it wrong, you lose all the points you've won previously in the quickfire round.
How many points
What do you
have
want?
we, was it a point per question or was it 5 points?
And the quick-
8, no,
and the
we've got
quick-
8 now.
8 points as we speak at the moment. Otherwise, you get gamble for 20.
Fucking hell.
I don't know. I'm tempted to play it safe just for the first round.
I'm
I
not.
don't
Fuck
know.
it.
If you go 20 points behind, though, do you know what I mean?
I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, if you want to gamble, we could-
Your team captain, we've got to go with your
I need a
decision.
Capitan.
Well, if you want to gamble, but it's 2 against 1. I mean, Anthony got a good question right there. Like, to be fair,
I'm happy to do what the captain says.
I tell you,
You're the Callum McGregor of this. What would Callum McGregor do?
He wouldn't be a shite bag anyway, I tell you that.
Oh, let's
Exactly.
fucking gamble then, Wally.
You've just nailed it, Wally.
Barisic.
Let's gamble.
Franny, what are you going to go with?
We'll gamble.
Gamble!
Gamble.
Right.
Would you like to compare?
Yes, of course.
I hope it's no Christian Eriksen question again.
Okay. 12 seconds.
Now, the gamble question is, who won the 1997 to 98 Premier League Golden Boot? English Premier League Golden Boot.
Oh, that was a shocker.
English? I thought it was Celtic questions. I thought it was going to
I
be
told you there's
Celtic
curveballs. There's curveballs. I can't make it that easy because Jonathan done a cracking job with graphics and that. I have to make it somewhat exciting in terms of this.
So, you take it that Arsenal won the title 97-98.
Was Henry there by then?
No, definitely not.
Would
It
it maybe
would have
been
been-
Nicholas Anelka then?
Shearer. What about Shearer?
Could have been righty.
No.
Shearer's a shout though, mate.
I reckon.
Anelka was only there for
I
a
don't
season, wasn't he?
I think it's going to be a dodgy question. I don't think it's going to be somebody you would think.
Well, 97-98 with Dwight York.
I think Anelka was away by then, wasn't he?
What about Owen? Michael Owen? Is that no just before the World Cup when he burst onto the scene and
He burst onto the scene, did he?
it's his job?
I don't think it's Anelka. I think he was away by then.
I don't think it's an Elka either. I think he was
away. I think he went away because he was only there for a season. I know he scored a bit. I scored a bit and then he pissed off after.
Ian Wright's a shout, but I
Arsenal
don't know if he ever won the Golden
Anthony.
Boot. Sorry?
You said Arsenal won the league that year.
Arsenal won the league 97-98.
Doesn't necessarily mean the
I
top
know.
goal scorer was for Arsenal though.
True.
I know.
I'm happy for you to go
Gotta
with
push us.
any of the above, Franny. There's nobody that
Everybody.
I think we've missed. Whatever you think.
If we go Shearer, then it seems Shearer.
But the Bhoycie Bus, how long did it get? You took your time. You took your time last time.
Did we go Shearer?
I think Shearer's won it before, so it's
Right.
like
5,
Right, Shearer.
4.
Go for
Shearer.
You're going with Shearer. Final answer. You've locked it in.
It's too
So the
obvious.
question was the gamble question.
Oh, come on,
Who
Steve.
won the 1997 Premier League Golden Boot? And you're saying Alan Shearer. Yes?
I like Chris Tarrant.
I know.
It was Chris Sutton.
Was it?
Oh, here's
oh
Joker.
fucking hell, man!
So you have forfeited all your points. You are on 0. The next team coming up is the Bhoycie Bus. So this should be interesting here to see what they do. So I'm going to bring the Bhoycie Bus back
Yeah,
up
we'll
and
see
see if they knew that. There's Dale, there's Conor, and there's Mc... Did you know that one, boys?
No.
No.
No. But as you heard, my team, the EndlessCelts, are on 0. They forfeited their 8 points to go for the gamble question. So we'll take the EndlessCelts out here.
We didn't actually want to win that captain's question now. You want to go second, man?
Get the first question right, then go ultra defensive here.
Aye,
Right. Are you ready?
go for it.
Celtic signed a goalkeeper in recent days. Who was he?
Brady was
1 point. Question 2. How many Scottish Cups have Celtic won?
Oh,
More than Rangers.
You can talk. You can talk.
I think they've hit 40, so I'm going to say 40 or 41. But I'm
Aye,
not
it's bit.
sure.
I get
I know
soon
it's a
about that.
record, and I think they've hit 40.
Is it
So
no
I'm
there
saying
40 now?
either
What?
40 or 41.
I think it's over 40.
What
Or
did
is it
I?
bang on 40?
I'm trying to think when I heard the kind of 40 number. I'm trying to think what.
They had the graphics and that come up all the time saying how much we've won. I didn't take any bloody attention in it.
Go. The threes I kind of think are saving the lag in the line, so we'll say 40.
Well, 40.
You saying that, Dale, as the captain? 40.
Aye.
You're correct. That's 2 points. Question 3. In 1993, who replaced Liam Brady as Celtic manager?
Right. I think it was Louis McCarry, but
McCarry.
it's not my era.
Louis McCarry.
Louis McCarry.
They're correct. 3 points. Question 4. When did Celtic start wearing numbers on their shirts?
95. That would be my guess, but
95
rings a
then,
bell with me, but
95 was Hampden. We won the Scottish Cup with Tommy Burns. So can we remember Van Hooydonk and that wear numbers?
I don't know, that would have worn numbers by then. I don't know why I
George
get 95 in my
there.
head.
I think previous to that, Paul McStay, kind of that, before that, it was always on the shorts.
Mhm.
I was at Hampden night. I was a season ticket holder at fucking Hampden.
Went for the shorts
So
and shirts.
I think you're miles away.
You stitched us up here, by
You
these
had
are
to put 'em.
fucking hard.
Aye, yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
I get the
stuff.
I
other.
don't know why. I don't know why.
I get the other 9 questions right.
Aye.
Right, what do you go with?
Um,
What do you go with?
I'm not 100% sure. I think it is kind of mid to late 90s. What 95? I'd maybe agree with you. Maybe.
We're just saying 95.
95, go for it.
There we go. 94, 95. I'll give you it. So it's 4 points. Question 5. Celtic
Just
signed
shoot
Van
it.
Hooydonk. Celtic signed Van Hooydonk from which club?
NAC Brady.
5 points. Question 6. Celtic have recently rediscovered their Japanese connection. Can you name 2 former Celtic Japanese players before the likes of Kyogo?
Shunseki Nakamura.
Koke Mizuno.
Mizuno.
6 points. 6 out of 6 so far, lads. Question 7. What 2 Chinese players have played for Celtic?
Shen
Zheng
Minyu.
Zi.
What is it?
There you go. Do we?
Zheng Zi.
That's it. 7 out of 7. Question 9. What former Celtic player and manager first done the huddle?
Tony Mowbray.
Question 8, sorry.
Tony
Question
Mowbray.
8. Tony Mowbray, yep. That's 8 out of 8. And the final question. How many goals did Lila Bada finish with this season?
I think it was. Wasn't
And all competitions.
All competitions, yes.
it? Was it 11 and 9 assists?
I think it's 12. Because you had.
I'm sure if you include Europe in that, I'm sure he scored about 19. I'm sure he scored 11 in the league alone.
In the league?
Aye.
I think it was 11 in the
So
league and 9
competitions,
assists.
Just he scored a fair few in the Europa as well, and he scored in a couple of qualifiers, I'm sure as well. So
When we scored what against Dundee United,
19's the number I've got in my head, but I'm more or less sure, to be honest.
No, it was 20.
I've got 11 league. Aye.
It was 20
I've got
goal
11 league goals.
contributions for the season, I'm sure. 20 goal contributions over the full season, assists and goals. So,
Aye, but that was just a week, was it, no?
oh no, was that not across all competitions?
The
Aye,
pushes
I
here,
think you're
boys.
right. I think it was 11.
Against Midtjylland, they scored
11.
against Jabolonek or whatever.
Jablinets. Aye.
Varos as
What
well.
we're going with?
But he scored against fuck. That was it. Oh shit, they put us at Champions League qualifiers.
I'll go with my gut instinct and say 11, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, Trips.
Aye, no, well.
You're wrong. So, you finished with 8 out of 9. Now, again, I've thrown it to you as the gamble question. Worth 20 points. What he's going to do?
I'd keep it
I'm
safe,
quite
but
happy to stick, boys. I'm quite
He's
happy to
sticking.
stick, boys.
That's the beauty
I'm
of
quite
going
happy.
second, though.
With that. What have they got an advantage?
Aye, I think we'll say thank you very much and take our 8 points into the next round, mate.
Fair enough. So, you take the 8 points, no gamble then?
You alright with that?
I'm sound. Aye.
More than happy.
Aye.
Just want to know
go
the
for that,
gamble
Stephen.
question?
Aye,
Aye.
go for it.
Right, we'll go for it. What club did Edgar Davods retire at?
Spurs.
Barnet.
Barnet! Oh, fuck.
Fair play, lads.
We
fair
would
play.
have got
Right.
that if we spoke about that, to be honest with you.
Aye. But
Bastard.
because I'm sure it was like Craig Beattie and guys like that weirdly played under him at Barnet.
He was the manager there, wasn't he, as well?
He was like player manager. I think he was the manager, but he realised what kind of team he'd went into, and he just ended up playing himself half the time.
Shut it.
You're getting a big shout out, Conor McCann, by the Bhoycie Bus here. Paul McFarlane, our buses. As always said.
I've got Phil McGill next to me.
Thank God they shot it.
I know.
We're fucking 20 ahead.
Still in contention a bit now.
So obviously at the end of that round, it's 8-0 to the Bhoycie Bus. I kind of like the how we started beforehand on the actual show when Bhoycie was doing it. We started shit. So hopefully, fuck me. Hopefully we can get back here. But see, obviously in terms of, I do want to take a wee bit of break and stuff throughout the podcast and break it up a bit and talk about what's going on within Celtic at the minute. And we're seeing that Celtic appointed Harry Kewell in his interview today, and I know everyone's kind of raving about that training tap. I think it's absolutely that's a cracking tap. But I'll come to yourself, Conor McCann, first here as a guest on the EndlessCelts podcast. What do you think about the Harry Kewell appointment?
Well, to be honest, mate, I'm more than happy with him. I think bands before kind of waxing lyrical about Harry Kewell as a player, as if he was kind of one of his kind of football and idols. Obviously, would have been one of the first kind of real big name players to come out of Australia. So Ange obviously really likes him and likes to kind of cut to his jib. I listened to the interview today and he came across really well for me. But
yeah,
we've just got to wait and see kind of how it alters things. I think, judging by his interview, I think Kennedy's still very much the number 2, but we'll see how Kewell comes in and shakes things up. But it's a big name in the dugout, and one Ange will be buzzing about it, so I'm quite happy with it, to be honest.
100%. What I found fascinating as well was the fact that he said he turned down another job offer. He didn't say whether it was for a management position, Willie, but the fact that he done that, Postecoglou rung him. And yes, you're saying McManus being not demoted, but put back down to the reserves to kind of that pathway coming into the first team. But it's a progressive appointment and one of Ange's men finally.
Aye, I would if Ange phoned me, I'd give up the wife and kids and house and everything for him. So giving up another job is nothing, man. Aye, as a player, he was unbelievable. What a talent, and I don't think he's had a very successful managerial career so far. So for him personally, maybe it's another learning curve, maybe a bit like Arteta going in under Pep and learning the ropes there, and he's maybe want to do the same with Ange. But for his playing career, and I like the way he talked about in the interview, finding out how the players' movement and stuff like that, because as a player himself on the wing, his movement was second to none, and he was an absolutely goal-scoring superstar. So if Ange rates him and he sees, I always trust implicitly what the manager does, and if he's bringing him in, then he's more than good enough for me. So aye, very pleasing, and we're getting our work done early. I know we've already got Champions League, and usually we hang off, but it's looking like we're getting bodies in the door early. So aye, it's all positive.
Yeah,
and the training,
I think
the top is absolute sexual.
Oh, it's a topper, isn't it? It's incredible. I think as well, this is a great point. Hopefully stamp some aggression into the team. I can see that from Kewell. He seems like the type of guy who's on the edge, much like Postecoglou. And I do want to thank everyone who's viewing here. We've got 53 watching us live at the moment. That's like one of a record for our show. We appreciate the Bhoycie Bus and all joining in, and people from the Bhoycie Bus. Just subscribe to us as well. Like our content, we're on the way to 1,000. Let's help us reach there. It's fantastic the support we're getting. And I want to address that Mark Kearney's come in and said that there's a wee bit of favouritism in these questions. I can guarantee you there isn't. And I know Jonathan Boyce.
Tell him the score then.
Jonathan Boyce did a fantastic job last week, and I know how he feels now, because you do get people going, that's a bit easy in them, but I guarantee it's not. We're going to move into another round of Who Am I? Now, just to explain this, the Who Am I round, the way I work it is, you get a total of 4 clues. So if you answer it within 1 clue, you get 20 points. You answer it within 2 clues, you get 15, and then 10 and 5, so on and so on. And obviously, if you don't get it, I can pass it over to the other team to see if they can get it. Both teams will remain on screen for this one. But as the Bhoycie Bus won that round like they did all the other rounds in the past, they go first. So, are you ready?
Can I ask you a quick question? See if you lock in an answer. Is that it? Can you no answer again? Or can you keep answering?
If you confer, just for example, if the Bhoycie Bus get it wrong, they lock it in, and Dale gives me the answer. They get it wrong, I come to the end of Celts, use confer, and come to decision one time.
Well, what about see if you can't get it in the first point? Do you just say right, use the next point, or is it?
Yeah, so it's a continuation,
Right,
and then
okay.
if you drop out, if go ahead.
See if you ask a certain amount of questions and we get it wrong and say pass it over, how many points do you get? Do you get the amount of points you would have got?
You get 5 points for the passover.
5 points for this
Right.
game. Effectively.
Right, okay.
Right.
Go.
Are you ready?
Go for it, mate.
Yeah.
Right. Who am I? Number one. I played for Celtic between 2007 and 2010. We enjoyed some fantastic times in Europe. Who am I?
Gordon Stratton era, boys.
It's a fair few it could be.
Did you get
I
him?
don't
Yeah.
think-
You can ask for. You can
20
ask for a
points in this
clue.
one, man.
My initial guess is Massimo Donati, but I'm not wanting to lock that in for that one clue.
Do you want a clue?
What do you
Aye.
mean, Stephen?
No. So
Aye.
basically, so what I just done there is an overview. That's not a clue. That's an overview. They can ask for a clue if they want to move on to clues. Sometimes people just guess like that.
Here in 2007 to 2010, my guess would be Massimo Donati off the bat, but it's not enough of a clue to lock in, I wouldn't say.
Right.
So
Clue
is
one.
this one for? Aye. Okay.
Clue one for 20 points if you get it. I played as a striker.
Oh, sorry, was that not the first clue?
I know I didn't
No.
get a point of that then.
That's like the overview of the player. So like the
Right,
baseline.
right, okay.
Sorry, I've
Right, so 2007 to 2010, strikers,
McDonald, Vinegar,
Scappy.
Hesselink.
Skippy, Big Vinegar. I would imagine.
Samaras was there longer. Zeraski wasn't there long enough, and I think he was there before 07 anyway.
Aye, I think. Aye.
Riordan was hopeless, so you wouldn't say enjoyed good times.
I think it's going to be one of they two.
I'd agree with you. I'd say it's either Skippy or Vinegar or Hesselink.
Do we take the next one and go for the 15 points and try and narrow it down a bit?
Aye. In fact, no. Aye.
Go for that.
I think Mowbray arrived in 09, right? I don't think Hesselink was at Celtic under Mowbray. McDonald never played under Lennon.
Scored against AC Milan. Last 16 of the Champions League.
Aye.
7 was that the season he was there. I think Scott McDonald, I would lock that in actually.
Conor.
What are you saying?
Oh, that's right.
Aye, we should probably just
So that's right. I'm going to bed.
consider it.
Go for it.
Go for that.
Scott McDonald?
Skippy.
Scott McDonald.
You're 100% right. That's 20
Oh my Jesus,
So that-
man, we're up against
Good,
that.
good. Well in, lad. Well in, lad.
points. That's 20. That's 28 points, Ron. Question 2, you skip 3 who am I's in this round.
Okay.
Question, who am I number 2, right? And again, just to explain. Yes, it's still used.
Right.
So again, just to explain, I give you an overview and then the clues come after.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm built for speed. I arrived at Celtic via Russia on loan in the 2014 to 15 season. I scored in my debut. Who am I?
Russia.
Russia. Celtic, Oh,
Well, William looks defeated already.
I'm just waiting for the first clue.
see the guy that scored that cracker against Salzburg?
I've got it in the tip of my tongue. I just can't see it. He's the first clue. That's the overview. He's the first clue.
I know.
The first clue is
Castle.
I play in midfield, mainly on the left.
Castle, I would say.
Aye, you're right. You're right.
I mean,
Mate, that's I couldn't get it out.
try and get away
Yeah.
next time, Stephen.
You
You knocking it in?
happy to lock that in, Conor? Are you happy to lock that in?
Conor.
I'm sound, aye, let's go for it.
Mubarak with Castle.
Yeah.
Yep, you're correct. 48
Nice.
points. The Bhoycie Bus is on at the moment.
I think
Who
when you
am
went like
I?
that, Stephen went, that might have given me
I forgot myself for a minute. I apologise. Right, so 48 points to the Bhoycie Bus. Who am I? Number 3. I arrived at Celtic in 2010. I was on loan with bags of experience. I left the Bavarian Air and swapped it for Glasgow. Who am I?
Edson Bradley, don't it?
Aye. First clue.
I come from Holland.
Edson Bradley.
Are you locking it in?
Yeah.
Was happy with that.
Aye.
68 points, that's correct. Holy good God.
Lost
What?
left back to play for us, I think, man.
Wow.
Is that
Rocked
Wow.
Up, then rocked up to World Cup.
Is all your questions in
Aye.
between 2007 2010 as well, aye?
I'm sure he's
Yours
subbed
will be if you fucking last week or something.
I hope so.
Fingers crossed.
Need it.
He came on for Van Bronckhorst in his last ever
Yeah.
appearance as a footballer.
That's right, aye.
Didn't he come on in a World Cup final as well?
It was that game. Van
Aye.
Bronckhorst was the
Aye.
private. And
It's
Edson
absolutely
Bradley
rotten
came
for us
on.
that 6 months and then played in the World Cup final that year.
The same summer.
Aye, mental.
So at the minute, it's 68-0 to the Bhoycie Bus. Wow. Kind
Oh.
of taking this and running with it, fellas here. Right, we'll move on to the Who Am I for the EndlessCelts team. Are you ready?
Aye.
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Who am I? Number 1. I left Moscow for England. It started well, but I ended up being shipped out. I joined Celtic in season 2006 and stayed for 2 years. Who am I?
I think I know who this is, by the way.
I think I know what it is as well.
I think
Bhoycie.
Aye.
Let's hear the clue anyway.
I play as a central midfielder.
It's got to be.
It's going to be Big Yeri.
You locking it in, Franny?
He's happy. He's happy with Yarasik.
Aye, we need to go for the 20 points
I
each time.
think we need to gamble with these. We'll go with Yarasik.
Yep, it was Yuri Yarasik. So at 68-20. And by the way, what a player he was. I thought he was so underrated. I loved him, especially in Europe. I really liked him.
By the way, I
He's
actually
guaranteed to be in this quiz tonight.
I think he was a baller.
He was brilliant.
Maybe we were just
Yeah.
a random podcast and
Maybe-
we just brought him
maybe
up. What did you
ballers
say
a bit.
about Yarasik? And it was like,
Stretch.
all right,
Right, you ready?
go for it.
Who am I? Number 2. I was a prolific goal scorer in the SPL, and I started my career at Manchester City. I'm from an island far away. Who am I?
I give you a clue then.
Look, clue number 1. I joined Celtic in 2007 as a striker.
I think we've got the era anyway, because. What was it? What was it again? Man City
Would it
started
be
up in
Samaras?
SPL.
Started at
I
Man
was a
City.
So he started at Man City.
I can't hear that is, but I can't see it.
Just tell me. It's all right.
He started at Man City. What was the first clue again?
Well, we got him on loan. We got him on loan
I
for
go.
No.
Samaras came on loan and started.
Whoa. I was a prolific goal scorer in
We are
the
ready to jump in here.
SPL.
But we can
And I
just
started-
get another clue and just
Listen,
always take the points.
Whoa. I was a prolific goal scorer in the SPL, and I started my career at Manchester City. I'm from an island far away. Who am I? No mention of a loan.
Okay.
And what was the next one? 2006.
I joined Celtic. I joined Celtic in 2007 as a striker.
Right, so you think at the time, France, so strikers at that in season 2007-8, you had
Donald,
Um,
I think. So it's not them.
Vinegar Hesselink. Now he joined in 2006.
Holland isn't
Scott
in it either.
McDonald, obviously. Well,
Could it?
joined Celtic. No,
Maybe.
no, Skippy
Could it
was
be
in the
Scott
last
McDonald?
round, so
I bet it
surely
was.
when I thought that Skippy's been one though, hasn't he?
Aye. Aye, he has. Aye.
Was he? All right. Oh, no.
Watch their curveballs, remember?
Yes, Dale, you're on it, big man. You know it.
It doesn't get any further away than Australia, I suppose.
I know.
Do you want the second
But
clue for
our
15
only other
points?
striker, the other strikers that season was Jan Vinegar and Kenny Miller in 2007. Well, no, sorry, 6 of them because we sold them. So,
Just don't know where. Or do we go for another clue and just try and at least get
Might
a
you
point?
go for 15?
Aye. Go for the next one, Stephen.
Clue number 2. I made my Champions League debut against AC Milan.
Nah. It's McDonald.
Scott McDonald.
You locking it in, Franny?
Are we looking it in?
Might as well.
Do they know it? That's the problem. It's like Stephen has got the capability in the same answer twice in the same round. He's got that level of quizzing in him.
But that's a bit fucking dicky, sir, Franny. Like, but I'll take it.
2007 was McDonald. He made his he scored against AC Milan in 2006-7.
Do you want clue number 3 for 10 points?
Nah.
No,
Just go for
let's
McDonald.
go for it.
McDonald.
Stephen's definitely lazy enough just to hear the same answer over and over again.
Well,
McDonald,
I'm a bit peeved off that you guys don't have no faith in me here because that is completely wrong. Passed over to the Bhoycie Bus.
I think you knew it as well, but
Samaras.
Samaras. You go with,
no.
Whoa.
It was Chris Killen.
Chris Killen? What a
New
fucking
Zealand.
shout, by the way.
I was
What
going to
a
say him,
shout.
but he was never a prolific goal scorer in the Scottish
No.
fucking league.
Samaras.
He
By the way, Samaras started.
Well, what's Samaras
in
from
Holland,
City?
do they know?
What are you gonna do here?
Samaras started at Man City.
Samaras is for Greece.
No,
Greece is an island.
I think.
A lot of money for Samaras.
I think.
What is goal for?
Chris Killen came through, I'm sure. I don't know if it was Man City, but it was with a team down south. Comes from New
What you
Zealand.
think, Conor?
Joined us in 2007.
I know for a fact. I know two things. I know that Greece is an island, and I know that George Samaras came from Man City.
And also, Chris Killen, Australia's miles away.
He didn't play against AC Milan, Samaras. Certain it.
I'll piggy my captain's fucking authority and go with McCann on this one. I think that's possibly a great shout. Chris Killen, by the way.
Chris Killen's correct. 73
Oh,
points.
Jesus, man.
73 to 20.
I must have missed all the goals he scored.
Correct.
I would have said prolific goal scorer.
For Hibs, he scored 15 and 21 appearances before he joined Celtic. That's pretty good record. Like,
But that's
Oh,
prolific in the Scottish league. So he
I
scored
remember
like-
being buzzing.
Not
when he
for
signed
Celtic.
him. He was rotten.
Aye, but it's like 20
Aye,
goals in all in
I'll
the
shake for us,
in
man.
Scotland.
Do you remember
Right.
that he was always quality in pre-season friendlies, and then
Aye.
when the
Yeah.
game started, he was rotten.
Aye.
Horrendous. Absolute horrendous.
right. So midway here, it's 73 to 20 for the Bhoycie Bus. We're going to move on to who am I number 3 for the EndlessCelts team. He's ready.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
And by the way, Conor McCann, you're getting lots of praise in here. Like we've
Smashing it.
got
He's
McCann,
smashing
super
it.
The ringer.
McCann,
The ringer.
Brilliant.
The ringer.
brilliant. Right, who am I number 3? I was born in Belfast and joined Celtic in 1986. I was part of the Celtic centenary side that won the double. Who am I?
Take the first clue.
I know.
First clue.
It for there.
I made over 100 appearances for the Hoops.
Nah, I'm nowhere in this one.
You say he signed in 86.
Signed in 86 from Belfast.
Just hoping for you in this one, Anthony. Absolutely no idea.
I think Paddy's nailed it here, boys.
Oh man, we're here.
Rogan? Anton Rogan?
Feel like we
I've
need
got
the
none.
10 points, man.
Because Paddy obviously made it, but Paddy Bonner was obviously Southern Ireland, and he played a hell of a lot more than
No,
100 times. McAvenny, Aitken, McStay, Grant. Rogan's like the other kind of one that's kind of sticking out to me.
I've got nothing, so I'm happy to go for that.
Aye, so am I.
What are you going with, Franley?
Rogan.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. So it's
Done.
40,
Done.
73 to 40.
Done, Tony.
We're back in. Someone has an echo, just like I don't know where it's coming from, but it's quite loud, but sure. And here, again, like Conor McCann, you saw him out on Ollie's buddy, like you come in as a replacement. Unbelievable job you're doing.
Cheers, pal.
Aye, smashing it, man.
I'm going to get found
Thanks,
out
pal.
eventually, but
Hopefully soon then.
I mean, these are demolishing us here.
I know.
But we'll move on to the home and away round,
Ooh.
which, again, the Bhoycie Bus, the Bhoycie Bus won the round. They go first. Home questions are worth 1 point. Away questions are worth 3 points.
Start off easy trips and see how they go.
aye.
I mean, I think we need to go away and we'll still be miles behind you if he's got them all wrong.
So is it one question? What?
Yes, yeah, back, yeah,
Aye,
yeah.
We'll ease ourselves in there, aye.
Aye. Right, a home question first for us, Stephen, please.
Home question for 1 point. Number 1. Who scored Celtic's first goal of the 2010 Emirates Cup?
Oh, we won
Sounds
it.
like that should be an away question.
We won it. We won it. Because Cy Ferry
was
that won it.
That was was that not the Wembley Cup?
Aye,
Yeah,
aye,
the
it was.
Emirates Cup.
2010.
Arsenal one. I can't even remember ever playing in that.
Uh,
In fact, I'm vague because Wilshire and that was playing on it when he was kind of coming through,
Yep.
wasn't
Right, we're froze, boys.
he? Who did we sign? Like Fortuny and guys like that? I'm just going to need to guess one of them.
2010.
Probably I knew.
A youth player.
Do you know who I'm thinking? Like, I'm thinking Chris Gillen because he was so good in the. He might have been a baby then, but
It was prolific.
This show's quite fastly turning into the Chris Cullen tribute show.
2000.
I've no idea. Honestly,
There we are, mate. Any guesses, Conor? At a wee stab in the dark?
Nah.
I don't think we scored against Arsenal, if I remember, because Wilshire ran the show.
2010.
I feel like we played against Leon when I think about it. They ran the show. And I think
Gonna have to push us, boys.
Right, go. Flag it. Throw an answer at then.
I'm going to say mental, but I'm going to say Philip Plardzik.
Right, there you go. Philip Twardzik.
Wrong. It was Gary Hooper.
Oh,
Try to be too.
the most fucking obvious one.
Aye.
Right, the EndlessCelts team, home or away?
Gonna have to go away, eh?
Aye.
You away?
Aye.
Now,
That's the
you
whole
see,
question. They wouldn't have got fucking right anyway.
Correct.
I just want to let you know, right? In these questions, there is curveballs
go.
about other football and nations because it's home and away. You have to kind of vary the difficulty. So we've mixed it up a bit. So let's get stuck in. Question 1 on the away round. Which player with 653 games has made the most English Premier League appearances?
Gareth Barry, I think it is.
I think you're right, by the way. I think you're right. We've got
I'm happy to go with that, Willie.
I'm about 95% sure.
Aye, I think I can remember something when he was at Everton that they made a big deal about it. And then, I think Gareth Barry. Like,
You locking it in?
aye.
Gareth Barry's right. So that's 43 points and they're on 73.
Superb, Willie.
Good man. Good answer, mate. Good answer.
And back to the Bhoycie Bus, home or away?
What do you think, lads?
Well, that home question was a stinker anyway. I think I've off with as well. Just go.
Right, we'll test the water. Why no? We've got a no bad lead. Let's go away and see how we go on.
Away?
Mm-hmm.
Aye, go for it.
Right. Question 2 of the away section. Which country won the first ever World Cup in 1930?
Uruguay.
Wow.
The home
You locking
question was
that in?
hard on that.
Uruguay,
Wow.
100%.
Oh, okay, and 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
76 points. 76 to 43.
My dog can't
Incredible.
answer that one.
I know. It's like watching the.
Who scored the first goal in the Emirates Cup? Who won the first World Cup? Fucking hell, man.
Did you ever watch a question? Did you ever watch a question he spoke, Stephen? The away questions.
Yes, I have.
They're meant to be hard.
I have, right. Back then, the Celts team, home or away.
Oh, I need to go away again because they got their hard away question right.
I can't imagine anything that happened between 2007 and 2010, so I'll hate to go away, man.
I need to go away.
Right, away. Right, no problem. Question 3 of the away section. Which former Tottenham manager has competed in the Dakar Rally?
Oh, I know that.
I don't even know what the Dakar Rally is.
Oh, is that not like a 12-hour like fucking racing sand and all that or something, man?
Former Spurs manager.
Yeah.
I'll not be red. The type of thing Martin would have done.
Wandy Ramos, maybe. You could.
Maybe.
Where is
Just
it?
trying.
Is that a French-
Oh,
is that a
would
French
maybe
thing?
have. No, I'm sure it's like it's all Sanjins and all that. I want to say like a mad race that lasts fucking hours, man. But what was that Portuguese boy? What's his name? again?
Villas Boas.
Andre Villas-Boas.
Aye. He's kind of young and seems like a mad thing that would maybe
Young and hip.
I don't know definitively, so I'm happy with whoever you want to go with, Franny.
Who was the Spurs manager between 2007 and 2010?
Go try VS Boas, man.
Aye, firing, mate. It's Glenn Hoddle, though.
You laughing it in, Franny?
Aye, I'll try VS Boas.
Andre Villas-Boas is correct, so that's 49,
Oh!
49 to 76. 49 to 76. Back to the Bhoycie Bus, where we're going.
These fancy lads.
The away question was easier than the home question, to be honest. So,
Okay.
so if we just go away again.
Just try it
Right.
out.
Aye, let's go for it. Another away one.
Why not?
How many European Cups has Real Madrid won?
Right, boys, I'm away. Fuck, there's no joking. Right.
Scrubbing that question out now.
Question 4 of the
I
away
think it's
section.
The recent one.
Are you ready? Yeah.
Go for it, mate.
Only one person has won the European Championship as a player and as a manager. Can you name them?
No.
Is it maybe Ancelotti?
Ancelotti.
Honestly, is it
Oh,
Ancelotti?
no. Did he the shops?
Did he in the shorts? What?
I think that's a good
Did he
shoot.
the shop with France?
I think that's a great shoot.
Are you going with that?
Saying that, he won the Euros when he was manager. To win the World Cup, but they won the Euros.
He won the World Cup '98 as a player, didn't he? So he was manager when they won the Euros. Oh, fuck that.
I don't think they've won the Euros. They've won the World Cup.
Right, I thought that was a shout there, too.
So did I. I think it's the World Cup, but I think he might be the. I don't know why I thought Ancelotti.
I'm so glad you that because you've obviously because he's won the Champions League as a player. And
Whoa, Franny.
That's it.
Whoa. That's not your team. Relax.
I'm just saying.
What are you thinking, Conor?
Who won the Euros this year?
What about? No. Did Klinsmann win the Euros? 96, and then did they win it? Did they win as a
Spain won it a few times. Twice, I think. Who won it?
who we thinking then?
Who was the Portugal manager?
This Sousa or something like that, no?
I think that was the first time Portugal had won it. So
What do you think then?
04 Greece wouldn't have been that. Don't know who the France manager was in 2000.
5, 4.
I just got it to be the shops, I think. But
Deschamps.
I don't think it's right.
Are you locking it in, Dale?
Aye, fuck it.
Peter Deschamps?
Aye.
Wrong. Bertie Vokes.
Oh, what, man?
Do we not get that? I thought we would have got the chance to be steal there. Because I'd have
There's
got
no
it.
Passover. There's no Passover home away.
Come on, Stephen, we're desperate for the points here.
Right, so back to the EndlessCelts podcast. Where we're going?
This game
Away.
we're going away, eh?
Away again. No problem. You ready?
Aye.
In which season was the European Cup rebranded as the Champions League?
Oh. I was in mid.
So much for them being easier than the home questions, boys.
Oh, I didn't count what the home question was.
Fucking Uruguay winning the first World Cup is the easiest question that's ever been on any. You've got me fucking fighting back with you, mate.
I think it was either 92, 93 or 93, 94. But I can't remember what.
It was early 90s. Oh, try to think of the winners back then. They'll probably be fucking Real Madrid. I would go
Never
with
near
the
Marseille,
later
wasn't
one.
it? I want to say 92, 93. That would be mad.
Me too, that's where I would go.
Go with it then.
Because I think that was the year Marseille won it.
Right, go with
You
that.
locking that in?
Aye.
That's correct answer. Up to 52 points
Well
now.
done, Anthony.
Bhoycie Bus is on 76.
Still
We are
miles away.
quickly running out of
is
the
that
way
the year
questions here.
Is that the year
Go ahead.
Rangers say they were cheated or something like that?
Aye, because did Marseille not get get stripped or something?
Has there ever been a blacker kettle calling a pot black?
So I'm sure, like, see the design of the Champions League, like the ball, it's like 8 stars. I'm sure it's like there was only 8 teams in it or so. Because that's what they
Aye.
always.
Aye, you're right.
They're one of the stars.
Right.
Aye, one of the stars that's never won it.
One of the stars that mean fuck all and look shit, pretty much. Like. Over to you, the Bhoycie Bus. Home or away?
We'll get the last one right. I don't know if we. But I say
Would
play
they
it
go
safe.
for a
If
home one?
it's Emirates Cup, that's not playing it safe. But
Oh, you've lost the hell.
Well
You've
done.
lost the hell.
Captain's been sent off.
we'll
Boys,
go home, Conor, and try and get a point on the board. Try and get back.
I'd maybe go with a safer option just now. Like,
We going home?
go home.
Going home, mate. Aye.
Right.
Get the
okay.
captain's round in the new, Stephen. Get Bill back to the home and away.
Boyce went down with a hamstring injury in the warm-up and Dell's just got sent off during the game, man.
Right. The home question is: which club did Craig Bellamy score a hat-trick against while alone at Celtic?
I think Dundee United. I don't know if you can shed any light on it, Conor. I've got a feeling he scored a hat trick at Tannadice.
I think you're right with that one. Like,
Oh yeah.
We'll go.
He's away, no?
okay.
What do you go with? Conor McCann.
Dundee United, mate, we'll walk it.
Dundee United is correct. User up to 77 now.
What a hat
Back
trick
over
as well,
to-
by the way.
But there's some goals.
Oh, what a player, but
I know.
here's one for you, right? If Craig Bellamy stayed on a permanent deal, do you think he would have broke the Larson record?
No.
Wait, 50
No.
goals.
I wouldn't say so, but I mean, I think I was only 8 at the time, and I was desperate to get Bellamy in the back of my home top that year. And
I was
my dad
desperate for him
"No,
to sign, like.
he's not actually a Celtic player yet. I couldn't grasp the concept of that being the age of it. He was like, he's not actually a Celtic player yet, so wait till next year and see if he is a Celtic player. And obviously, he wasn't.
It was absolutely ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous.
I loved him as a player.
Aye. Well, there he is.
Back in action. I'd take him.
Back in action.
I'm actually going to
there he's
get
there.
my phone in charge here. I'm going to
Aye, well, laptop's fucking playing up, man.
All right.
It says it's charging, but it said it was charging before, and then I just got a 10% thing. So we'll just need to go with that then.
By the way, we need all the help we can. If your batteries run out, we need all the help we can get at this stage.
I think as well. That's the people like Mark Kearney comes in, Bellamy leaving, got at me. He would have been legend. I totally agree.
I think he would
Scott
have.
High as well. He was a fantastic player. But back to the quiz.
To be honest, mate, you only need to look at what Bellamy done. He only played with Liverpool twice. Like,
Man City.
I know. Just
Back to the end of the Celts. Home or away? Where are we going?
Away again.
What's in it now?
I would say I did go away. There's no point getting a point, man.
It's 77 to 52.
Aye.
Away.
Right.
Get to
As I
that
said,
55.
we're running out a wee bit of away questions, but we'll bear with it here. So, FC Cologne have which animal on their club crest?
Some sort of goat or a ram or something. A ram? It's something with two horns.
I've not got a Scooby Willie, so I'm.
Aye.
So some sort of ram or
Happy
goat or
go Willie
something.
here.
A ram.
What are you going with?
What Willie said.
A ram.
A ram? No, it was a goat.
I said goat or ram. It's the same fucking thing.
You had to say goat. He said ram.
Unlucky Willie.
You're a fucking
I
goat.
was some guessing on because
I knew that.
Right, back over to the Bhoycie Bus. Home or away?
He's thinking, lads.
Mike, no way.
Then away, man.
go hard.
Right, go for
Away?
it. Away.
Got anything left for us? We're going to have to go home.
Right. Question. Well, the second last question here on the away section. Which three players shared the Premier League Golden Boot in 2018-2019 season?
Oh, Jesus.
Allah.
Kane, Salah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I genuinely don't even know.
I
I don't even know
Aguero-
if any of the two of them were.
When did Aguero leave?
I think that was only last year he left, wasn't it?
Last year, aye.
That could be a shout.
Vardy
Aguero and Kane.
is probably it's probably between the three of them and Vardy.
Jamie Vardy.
You probably
Aye,
need
'cause
to
Aguero-
let one of them go and then say the other three.
Jamie Vardy, Mo Salah, and Harry Kane. You all right with that?
To be honest, I don't watch enough of the Premier League nowadays.
Right, we'll go with it, mate. Vardy, Salah, Kane.
Wrong. It was Aubameyang, Salah, and Mane.
Oh, Aubameyang, that's right.
Miles off.
Man.
And back to the end of the Celts, boys. Where we're going, home or away? We've got one more away question left.
I'll take it.
Take it.
We'll take it.
That'll be the end of this round then.
No, because we're going to go through the home ones because we might as well finish the home questions too.
All right.
So, which MLS franchise team does David Beckham own?
Into Miami.
And in Miami.
And in Miami.
Bang. That's he's up to 55 now. To their
That was easier than
Oh, I
fucking
don't like
Uruguay
that.
question. Fuck's
No,
sake.
we'll have to. I got you there, Anthony. We're only on a point now.
Fuck's sake,
I'm
man.
up. What's wrong? What is wrong? Fuck me. At the minute, it's 77 to 55, right? We're going to finish off the home
55,
question.
man.
I know no one likes 55. No one likes them wee fucking
One.
bastards, but sure.
There's a kid on 55. Just like theirs.
At least we've actually got 55.
That's true.
That's true, mate. That's true.
Coming to yourselves, Bhoycie Bus. It's just going to be quick fire in this. There's no point picking and choosing here. How many goals did Celtic score against Juventus in the group stages of the 2001-2002 Champions League group stage?
4-3 at home.
Beat 3-2, win 4-3. So
Aye. Aye, that's it. 6.
6. Yep, 100%. Up to 78.
Shocking.
And the Celts. How much did Celtic pay for Chris Sutton from Chelsea?
6 million.
No.
So no 8.
No, it was 6. He was a record signing up until
Edward.
Edward.
Oh,
Say 6.
Yep,
So,
100%.
yeah.
56. Back to you, Bhoycie Bus. What team did Fraser Foster join Celtic from?
Southampton.
join
Southampton.
Newcastle.
Oh,
Southampton?
confer with each other here.
I went to Southampton, but he joined Celtic for Newcastle.
What we're going with?
Oh, because he came to Southampton when he came back, and then he went back.
Well, to be fair, you could argue.
What time?
First time round.
First
First time round. First time round.
First time round was Newcastle.
time Newcastle.
79.
Right.
Back.
Yeah.
Then the Celts boys. Who scored the winning goal for Celtic in the European Cup final?
Stevie Chalmers.
Jammers.
57. Look how much happy you are now getting the Celtic questions again. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see. Over to the Bhoycie Bus again. Who did Henry Larsson score his first and last competitive goal against?
Celtic.
Oh
no,
competitive
goal. No.
For Celtic?
The
Yes.
United he scored this last one. I couldn't.
No,
that was
because we
his first
played.
one.
We played in the cup final the following week when he
Oh,
aye.
aye.
We played in the cup.
Dunfermline.
Dunfermline he scored in the cup final the week after the Dundee United game. Is this his competitive goals for Celtic, I think you're saying there, aye?
Yeah. Who did Henry Larsson score his first and last competitive goal
Aye,
against?
so Dundee United was the league game. The 3-0 game against Dunfermline in the Scottish Cup was his last game.
Aye, great shout, mate. Aye, that's it.
Dunfermline.
100%. Good shout. Over to the EndlessCelts Boys, last one on this round home and away. Who is the only player to have scored in both of Celtic's European Cup final appearances?
Tommy Gemmell.
Good man, Anthony. Good man. 50 to 80. So at the moment, at the end of that round, it's 80 to the Bhoycie Bus and 58 to the EndlessCelts crew. And I just want to actually say something here, because there are a few people coming in this thing going, endless cheats. There's no cheating going on. Trust
We're
me.
getting pumped.
'Cause they-
How the fuck can we cheat?
We're very good at the cheating, aren't we?
Fucking worst cheats in the world. I tell you what, the boys went out there and lost 5-0 today, but they fucking cheated.
But see, to be fair as well, like obviously, I do want to thank again everyone who's watched along. We're still at 53. There's been no drop off. I think that's fantastic, and I obviously want to break it up as well, not kind of bog down everyone with questions every now and then. But like we're saying, the Segrist, Anthony from Dundee United, I think personally, probably outside of Gordon, the third best goalkeeper in the SPFL, in my opinion. I think he's a cracking choice for second. But do you think, in terms of him and Joe Hart, he'll be playing maybe cup games with Joe Hart, maybe focusing on a league in Europe?
Although it's not something I particularly like, this whole goalkeeper in the cup set up, the fact that when Segrist done his interview on Monday night there, he said that, you know, a lot of it was on the vision that Ange sold him, because he's had other options, but he's probably going to go to these other clubs and be the number one choice. So promises is maybe the wrong term to use, or guarantees, but the fact that Ange, you know, it's been a conversation that he's had with Postecoglou that's convinced him to come. There might have been a discussion sort of there that it might be League Cup games or Scottish Cup games he'll feature. Listen, you know, I've probably been quite critical of him sometimes in some previous shows, but you're right. I mean, he is a good goalkeeper. There's no two ways about it. And he'll be a more than able understudy to Joe Hart. And listen, if he's still a young guy coming through, who better to learn from than a guy like Joe Hart, who's been there and done it all. And so he could very well be, you know, the next in line.
100%. And Conor McCann, Monty comes in here with a kind of thing comment. I think Segrist can dislodge Hart. Now, I don't know what that's based off, but he is an upgrade on Barcats, which me and Franny were on that train for quite a long time. He's moved on to a team in Holland. Where do you see this Segrist thing? Because there is actually Red Scotland comes in, Benji will be number one at the time. Do you kind of agree with that, or is he just in the Villa void?
To be honest, I don't think.
I'm just going for a toilet break, lads.
I don't think this season is going to dislodge Hart as a kind of number one in terms of the Champions League and that. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if Segrist played between 6 and 10 league games. Anyway, I don't think it's a bad thing for Hart at the age he is to have a very able understudy, somebody that can give him a break. Essentially, he's not really. No disrespect to Scott Bain, but he never really gave him that last season in terms of, I think, Hart is 35 now. I think maybe be 36 at some point this season. I know it's a goalkeeper, it's a different position, but he's still getting on in years for a footballer, you know. So I think in terms of having a very able understudy, who, as you say, I totally agree with your point of him being the third best keeper in the league last season. From what I certainly seen of him, I don't watch them be United every week. He could be playing phenomenal against us and dropping clangers against every other team, but I don't think that's the case. So I think having somebody like Segrist say we're playing the Champions League on a Wednesday, to cover a league game on a Saturday and playing the cups, as you say, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. And if he does the business and training and threatens Joe Hart, it's only going to make us better, I think. And it's only going to bring on Joe Hart's performances as well, in my opinion.
I think as well, I mean, what we've seen in Joe Hart already in pre-season, friendly, without even back at Lennoxtown, he's putting in the work and he's definitely ready. I mean, he was singing the captain's song, McGregor's song, on holiday with his mates. Incredible to see. You're bringing Segrist in. You've got Olawami, the young English goalkeeper, and Scott Bain. So it's kind of healthy in the goalkeeper department. But in terms of the links we've had at the moment, Ben Davies has cropped back up. I seen that earlier on Twitter today that we're back in for that Liverpool defender. I don't really know if it's true or concrete, but again, it's rumours. Where would you strengthen in the future going forward if you had to choose a position?
I think defensively we need, obviously, it looks like the left back's coming in. So that's obviously a position we need to do. Centre back, I think, even if Julian stays, I think we still need somebody just at that left side. So that Ben Davies is probably ideal. It's where he plays, but whether that rumour's true or not, we seem to be interested in a sort of a defensive midfielder. Like, for reasons for I don't know, I'm desperate to sign this Vinicius Souza boy.
Oh yes,
never seen him play. Never heard of the guy until we were linked to him. But you do that thing and watch YouTube clips, and I've got him as the best player in the world. I'm desperate for us to sign him on YouTube. It's because he's got a cool name. That's really why I want us to sign him. And probably I would try and get us another sort of
whoa. Who's playing this through their speakers here? What's going on, boys?
I would try and get us, like, even if you can get somebody like to cover Giacomakis, because I think when he dropped out the team last season, we obviously never struggled, but I think if you get somebody of that type up front as well would be ideal.
Yeah, I totally agree. The whole Giacomakis thing. Yeah, him and Kyogo kind of battled out, and a wee third choice striker in there as well. And I seen Aberdeen signed a striker today from Macedonia. And I don't know about you, Conor Carr. I mean, for me, I like seeing these progressive signings within the SPL, and we spoke briefly off air about it. It's like the teams are kind of tapping into European markets. Hibs have done it. Aberdeen are doing it. And for me, that's the only way you can progress the league, because like Neil Doncaster sells the SPL out at any chance he can. It's terrible. But what do you think about the whole, like, the SPFL tapping into their markets and actually spending a bit of money too?
Well, I mean, it can only be a good thing, because at the end of the day, like, it improves the quality of the league. And if the league's getting improved, then, there's more competition. More competition means, you play better, you get better players in to combat that. And also the possibility that if Aberdeen, say this season, it's like Aberdeen, Hibs and Hearts are going for, like, the Conference League spot. And if they're getting better players in for better markets, they can progress in that and also, up the coefficient as well, which, reflects well in the league. So it's not just like Celtic and Rangers pulling their weight, like, in Europe and flying the flag for Scottish football. So, I mean, I think it's a good thing, but we'll have to wait and see. The thing I'm probably most concerned about is that, like, the quality of the league, I think, for all the teams outside the top two for the past 2 seasons has been pretty shocking. Like, it's been pretty poor, bar a couple. Like, this season it's been Ross County's been the outsiders, and then you've got, Dundee United did all right, and then that was kind of pretty much it. And then obviously Hearts came back another good season, but the bigger teams like Hibs and Aberdeen and that dropped absolute stinkers last year, and that just shouldn't be happening. There's no way Aberdeen should be sitting 10th for the table. I'm sorry. And Hibs shouldn't be, getting beaten near enough every week, and but then trouncing Rangers in the cup semi and giving us a good game in the final. Just it's no adding up. So hopefully with these signings and the progression they're making in these markets can benefit the league and push Celtic, because believe me, like, as much as the players in that love have been here, like, they want to challenge themselves, and I think under Postecoglou you've seen the players want to take that step up. So if we're getting better players in the league, they're going to be pushing themselves every week. It's not going to just be like, right, okay, all right, we've just got to play Ross County, or like, we've just got to play Aberdeen on Sunday, right, that'll be easy 3 points. Then the big games on Wednesday against, I don't know, Ajax or someone like that in Europe. But then, you know, you say, oh, we've got to go and play Aberdeen. Oh, right, we need to like get the big guns out and actually, you know, attempt to like, you know, and do it, which we obviously do every week. But I'm waffling on here, but you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I know, no, 100%, because the better players and the more actually like risk that them clubs take to bring in them players improves the league product, improves the opposition they're playing, and it gets more competitive all round. I think that's a healthy thing for the SPL. They need to really look into that. But we'll move on to the next round, and it's captain v captain, which will be Del Boy against Francis. At the moment, the scores are sitting at 80 to 58. Let me write that down in big so I can see it while we're going on here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop out the rest of the panel and leave Francis and Del Boy on screen.
This is your moment, Franny.
This is your moment. Martin McCutcheon.
Aye.
Oh, defo.
I wish I knew Conor was as much of a fucking baller, man. I know me.
Glad you did that.
Fuck's sake.
So the way this captain v captain round is, right? Again, it's first to say, but if you get it wrong, there's an opportunity to be passed over. So if you answer the question, for example, Del Boy, you answer one, you get it wrong. Franny has a chance, only one, to get it right. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Each question is worth 2 points. Are we all right with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And in total, there's 15 questions in this round. So we'll get started. We'll get started here. Who was Celtic's first English manager?
Liam Brady. Oh, he's Irish. Bastard.
Go ahead, Franny.
Oh, no.
Bastard. Fuck.
Franny, come on.
Jump to fucking gun.
Oh, John Barnes.
Yes, John Barnes, correct. Now you're up to 60. The 2 points is coming in handy here. What was question number 2? What position did Celtic finish in their Champions League group in 2001 to 2002?
Third.
Yep. 62. We're climbing. We're climbing. I'm liking this. 62. Question 3. Who scored twice for the Celtic in the 1975 Scottish Cup final?
I'll have a stab at George McCluskey.
Go ahead, Franny. Up over to you.
Dixie Dean. I don't know, man. I just know he scored a lot of goals.
It was Paul Wilson.
There you
I
go.
know who that is, but fucking no way I did that.
Not actually. Not
Well,
actually.
Alistair Jack, as always, he's in. He knows it.
Aye, because he
Monty
can
knows
work
it.
Google, man. I don't know what Alistair Jack's about.
Question 4. Who did Celtic beat in the 1998-99 Champions League second leg qualifying round?
98, 90, 88, 99. Kenny Dow.
Oh, Dale, you look like a man in panic, big man.
Fucking him.
The sweat's beating off your forehead. Let's go.
I'm waiting to Franny answer so I can maybe get
I'm trying to do the same. I'll punt in at Stuttgart.
Nope.
No. It was a year before. It was a year before Barnes came in. So, oh man. Nah.
He's giving up on that one.
I've got nothing.
Dynamo Zagreb.
Reggie Blinker had a fucking stinker. Oh,
I mean, that could have been a lot of games.
I know the away game. I remember Reggie Blinker was through in goal and he jumped out of the ball near the goalkeeper.
Back then too, man.
I think Robert Prozinecki was playing that night.
Viduka no maybe play against us that game.
I don't know. I know Prozinecki was playing and Blinker had an absolute fucking stinker, as they say.
Right. Question 5. Roy Keane made a Celtic debut against what club?
Clyde.
There we go.
My mate Higgy played for Clyde.
So we're up to 64 here. Del Boy, you need to get some points on the board. We're climbing again. We're climbing. Question 6. Chinese player Dewey also made his debut against Clyde, but how long did he last?
45 minutes.
Wow. 66 now. So it's 80 to 66.
Mate, you've asked me 2 questions about a game my mate played in.
Here,
He doesn't care
you
about-
saying that?
He
You
doesn't
saying
care.
that?
I know.
You saying
I know.
that is going to make people go crazy and think we're fucking cheating here.
Aye.
Question 7. Celtic played in front of a record attendance of 146,433 against who?
Rangers.
Nope.
I know it now.
I'm just going to punt at Leeds, even though that was Rangers.
It was Aberdeen.
Aberdeen.
Yeah. Brown Warriors got it right. Mark Kearney's got it right. Some great knowledge again in the comments. Question 8. Celtic's youngest ever player to make their competitive debut is who?
Jack Aitchison.
Yep.
Oh,
68.
fuck me.
Wow. We're getting points back here. Come on.
There's Conor.
Question 9. Celtic's most international cap player is who?
Celtic's most international cap player.
Kenny Miller?
Joe Hart?
Nope. Pat Bonner, 80 caps for Ireland.
Oh, it was 5 off, to be fair.
Question 10. A former Celtic player holds the record for the fastest hat-trick in European club football. Who is it?
Mark Burchill.
Oh,
I'm having that. I'm fucking having that.
I'll give it to Del Boy. I heard him loud and clear.
To be honest,
Was it UNSS?
Can't remember.
Aye,
the
some
team, but I just-
yeah.
UNSS, I think we beat them 7-0 in a qualifier.
Right. Question 11. Celtic hold a club record victory in a Scottish Cup final. What was the score?
7-1.
7-1.
Yes, Francis. Good man. 70. So that's you're on 82, Dale, and we are on 70. Question 12. Which Celtic captain was also the first British player to win the European Cup with a non-British team?
Lambert.
Yes. 72. 80. We're 10 points behind. Hey, boy, we're 10 points behind. Question 13. Which player made a record of 822 appearances for Celtic in all competitions?
Oh,
Jimmy McGrory.
aye.
Nope.
Oh,
Ran it.
but I was gone. Bobby Lennox, I've absolutely no idea, man.
Scott Brown.
Ah,
Oh, fucking hell, man.
my Jesus. Got to away when he's been here. He was there for about fucking 16 seasons, man. 14 seasons.
Question 14. In 2001, which player won the European Golden Boot?
Larson.
Yeah, I heard you first.
Who?
Del Boy.
Oh, you're
84,
having yours.
74.
Come on, Stephen. Remember where your loyalties are here.
Question 15. Which former footballer has played 2 spells with St Mirren, West Ham and Celtic?
McAvenny.
McAvenny.
Del Boy again.
No!
Ah,
Stephen,
Yep.
we'll be having words.
so after that one, that round finishes, and the score at the minute is the Bhoycie Bus 86, EndlessCelts
the fucking last.
72.
I needed the last 3, man.
That was a tight one, though.
Got some points back.
Jumped the gun a wee bit too much, but that was a good round. Enjoyed that.
I'm not having
Well done, boys.
McAvenny. I think I've done this there, Stephen.
I said it twice. I said it twice, but I was quite quiet the first time, Franny.
Kieran comes in. Stephen is doing a good job of being an on-baz host. We're catching up. Oh, Jesus. Phil McGinley. Well, Dale done enough to keep them at ours left. I mean, it was a cracking round there. The last round is coming up, fellas, and it's the buzzer round. Now, there is a
This is
total
your
of
time
20.
to shine, Conor.
Listen,
Pressure's
there is a
on.
total.
I
Pressure's on.
tried my best there to get us back.
There is a total of 20 questions. Likewise with the previous round there, each question is for 2 points. And again, the buzzer for you guys is Bhoycie Bus, like last week, with Jonathan Boyce did a fantastic job. And for us, it's EndlessCelts. And again, passovers are available. So, for example, if Del Boy or Conor locks in an answer, they get it wrong, it's passed over for one shot from the EndlessCelts Boys. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 weeks seconds. I've actually forgot the score.
Just said it. Just
I think we're winning, mate.
86-72. Right. Question 1 of the buzzer round. What was the only trophy Celtic won in 2000?
EndlessCelts
Bhoycie
League
Bus.
Cup.
Anthony gets it. Anthony brings that there.
I wouldn't shout the answer right after you shout the buzzer.
Yeah, does pause confirm
Right,
the
okay.
team, but you're right. You're right.
Right,
You're
okay.
right. Question 2. Who was Celtic's first ever manager?
EndlessCelts.
Bhoycie Bus.
I heard Anthony there.
Wally Mealy.
Anthony, confirm with the team, Anthony.
Didn't need to.
You got it right. You got it right.
Congo.
So at the minute,
Finidi George.
at the minute, after 2 questions of the buzzer round, it's 86 to the Bhoycie Bus and 76 to the EndlessCelts team. Question 3. Charlie Tully joined Celtic from which side?
EndlessCelts.
Anthony?
Granny. Wally, I want to say Belfast Celtic. He's happy.
Go for it. I've not even heard them.
Aye.
Belfast Celtic.
Bingo, mate. Yeah, 78.
I've
Well
never
played.
heard of the boy, man.
That's some knowledge.
Question 4. Which Celt scored a hat-trick in 1957 in the 7-1 League Cup final
EndlessCelts.
victory over... Go ahead, Anthony.
EndlessCelts.
Yeah.
Just go for another beer.
Bobby McPhail.
Wow.
Fuck
It's
off.
Billy McPhail. It's Billy McPhail, but I'll give you... You were really close.
What?
He got it.
Fucking cheating bastards.
Question.
Christian Daly there.
That's what I hate now.
Push on.
Fucking
Ryan
hell,
Kelly,
man.
appreciate
Billy's brother, fucking Bobby.
Anthony's on fire. Anthony's on fire. Question 5. Which team did Celtic beat in the 2001 Scottish Cup final to complete the treble?
EndlessCelts.
Anthony.
2001, guys, was Martin O'Neill's treble winning year, so I'm thinking Hibs.
Aye.
Hibs. Are you laughing at it?
EndlessCelts rolls off the tongue more than Bhoycie Bus.
You need to blame Boyce for that.
And your very own Phil McGinley is in saying he's good, and that must be a compliment coming from him because he's fantastic.
Definitely.
We'll go for question 6 of the buzzer round. Now, wow, this is some comeback if this is achieved. Question 6. What Italian side did Celtic sign Suzuki Nakamura from?
EndlessCelts.
Oh, that's
Conor McCann. Conor McCann.
Oh,
Bastard, I knew that.
I know.
Sure, Conor.
Oh, you got it wrong.
Can't hear you,
He's got it
Conor.
wrong. He's got it wrong.
You know, hear me?
I can hear you now.
Aye. I mean,
Are
I
you
could
locking
lip
it
read-
in?
I could lip read what he was saying.
Oh, sorry, we can fail, sorry.
Yes.
Did you?
Aye. Aye, you're right, mate.
Regina is correct.
Yep.
Question 7. Who scored Celtic's first goal of this season?
EndlessCelts.
Bhoycie Bus.
Oh,
William.
go, Willie. When you go.
It was Ralston.
I would say Ralston, aye.
Ralston against Hearts.
Aye, that's what I was thinking.
Stephen, just before we lock it in, can we confirm, is it the league? Is it the league?
Aye, is it the league or...
Just
Oh,
Celtic's
yeah.
first goal of the season. Go with the league. Go.
Oh, well,
Right, for the league.
So it could have
Then
been.
then I would agree,
have
Wally,
been
it was Tony
pre-season
Ralston's
friendlies,
equaliser at Tynecastle.
Aye.
Aye, let's lock that in.
Aye,
Oh.
go for it.
Ralston?
What about the qualifiers and that? You're fucking making this up, you cunt.
No. What are you locking in?
Ralston.
Tony Ralston for the league.
And you're 100% right.
Now, what was that? But the sixth game of the season, aye.
Question 8.
Even if it's him.
Question 8. Celtic were knocked out of the Champions League by which club?
Bhoycie Bus.
Oh,
Conor McCann.
Mitchell.
Conor McCann. Yes, 100%, mate.
So it was.
aye.
Well done, boys.
Question 9. Who was Ange Postecoglou's first signing?
Bhoycie. I never said Bus here, sorry.
Go ahead, Bhoycie Bus.
Was it Abada?
That's what I was thinking. That was my first thought, but
No,
You're-
it wasn't. It fucking wasn't it.
Oh, come
was
on.
Zazie
Come on,
Urigidi.
Stephen.
It was
Who
Zazie
was that?
Urigidi. It was Zazie Urigidi. I think, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm thinking.
Before Ange, no?
Oh, was it before he got announced? Oh,
No, who was Ange Postecoglou's first signing?
Oh, right.
what do you think? I was thinking Abada, but we'll go with Abada.
Abada.
Abada?
Yeah.
Wrong. EndlessCelts, you've got a chance to confer.
I think it was either McCarthy or Joe Hart that were announced that same night.
I thought
not?
it was either Irigidi or Liam Scales.
No, Irigidi was.
But
He
then
was signed
Irigidi was
well before.
Was he not a pre-season?
Irigidi
He was like a
and
pre-contract,
Shaw.
was he not?
Irigidi and Shaw were signed pre-contract well before Ange
But-
came in.
I was also thinking Abada. So
I thought
that's
it
what I'm
was-
thinking Stephen.
I thought the first signings that came in, I remember sitting, it was Hart and McCarthy got signed the same night, but did you think Scales?
I think I think if it was Hart on McCarthy, it would have been a joint. Do you know what I mean? Because it's only one player, if they signed on the same day, they would be classed. Do you know what I mean?
So I think Stephen's counting one of these like Urigidi or something. I'm not sure.
No, they
So
were
I would,
signed
I would,
before.
I would go. I know. Well, they were pre-contract.
I think it's one of the more obscure ones, but I'm happy for whatever you think, Franny. Captain's decision.
Well, what would you go for,
Would it have
Tony?
been Starfelt? Would it have been? Because I think Abada was in the door before Starfelt.
No, Starfelt was quite, and I don't think it was Kyogo.
Nah, wasn't it?
I'm wanting to say
What about Jota?
Right.
Nah, he was in the
10
last
seconds.
game.
no,
He
Joe, I was
in the
10
last
dead
game.
seconds.
Just pick one, Franny. Because we're getting rushed for time.
I'm trying to think of signings here, man. Who we
Right.
brought in? We brought in
5,
Carty. Oh, give me one.
4.
Joe Hart.
I'm actually got to pump for Urigidi, man, even though it wasn't. It's wrong. But
Right.
I'm just
What are you
thinking
locking
the way
in?
Stephen's looking at.
What are you looking in?
Urigidi.
I'll go look on. Even I know, but I'm just looking at the way
Never
Stephen might
Urigidi
have
in
done
a
this.
million
I
years,
know,
man.
but the way Stephen does his research, it might have been.
Again, another pissy comment at my hosting skills. Thanks very much, Franny. But I'll take Urigidi as 100% correct. And the comment,
You fucker!
Phil McGinley.
I fucking had it right.
Phil McGinley.
I knew it was
Na-
right as soon as Abada was wrong, to be honest.
Phil McGinley nails this point.
Well done, then. Well done.
That's exactly where I'm coming from, Phil, on that one. So there you go. It was Urigidi.
I was right.
At the moment,
You're
the
welcome.
scores are 90
It was
for the
signed
Bhoycie
on a
Bus
technicality.
Yeah,
and
and technicalities.
86
We
in
put this to VAR.
EndlessCelts.
I
Right, is ready?
Connor said that
know.
straight away, by the way, boys. Fair play, Connor, mate.
Aye.
I know.
Sorry, Connor.
But
Should have
to be
went,
fair, I was
remember-
thinking, I was thinking
remember
because he was a
sitting on the couch
pre-contract,
and
wasn't
we
he?
fucking no signed anybody, then we signed him, and I'm like, how do you pronounce his fucking name?
Did he ask
Are you
Stephen?
ready?
Go for it,
Question
Stephen.
10. Who missed the penalty against Livingston in injury time?
EndlessCelts.
Anthony.
EndlessCelts. Georges Giacomakis.
Yakimakis.
Yep.
Thank
That
God that
Giacomakis.
happened. Then
I keep forgetting what I've got to shoot.
Aye, because that's same as
You want-
shouted dancer.
You just want to shout the
Shouted
answer, eh?
Aye.
Right. Question 12. Oh, question 11, sorry. Against which club did Kyogo make his debut?
EndlessCelts.
Heard Bhoycie Bus first there.
I think it was, to be fair.
Hearts?
No,
Jablonec?
Jablonec and the
no, was it?
No, sorry. He scored his first goal. No, Hearts is right because he came on.
It's Hearts because he came on. He came basically
Aye.
after playing.
He scored a
He
few days later. He scored a few days later against Jablonec. Aye, that's correct. Aye, Hearts 100%.
Hearts.
Aye.
You're 100% right. 92-88. Question 12. How many points did Celtic win in the Europa League group?
Bhoycie Bus.
Bhoycie Bus.
Dale, heard you first.
2.
What?
Oh.
2 draws, was it?
No,
we're conferring.
Oh.
Calm yourself. Fuck, they were 45 minutes the last question, Cam.
We
we beat Ferencvaros twice and we beat
beat
Albertus
Ferencvaros
once.
twice.
So it's
Lost
9
to
points.
Leverkusen twice. Aye, 9 points.
What was that, Europa?
Aye. Because we finished with more points than fucking Rangers, but they somehow qualified and we didn't, but you know.
Aye.
Right.
Beat Ferencvaros twice, beat Betis once. 9 points.
Right, okay with that. Good with that then.
9
Lock
9
it.
points. You're 100% right. It was 9 points. So, question 14. Or 13 again, sorry. Against which team did Christopher Julian suffer his long-term injury?
Bhoycie Bus.
Dundee United.
Bhoycie Bus first.
Yeah, Dundee United. I'm
Smiley
happy with that. You alright with that? Connors, McCann,
Aye, 100%. Definitely.
Dundee United.
Yep, 100% right in that one as well. Come on, lads, come on.
I knew
Right,
that one,
question
but
14.
wanted to answer.
Name me the last 3 Celtic captains.
Bhoycie Bus.
Carl
Right.
McGregor, Scott Brown,
Scott Brown.
McManus.
You locking that in?
I'm alright with McGregor and Brown. Was it McManus?
Brown was made captain under Mowbray because Mowbray basically
McManus went to Middlesbrough.
Mowbray basically didn't fancy McManus, and McManus basically got frozen out, so he made Scott Brown the captain. 100%.
I'm happy to lock that in.
Hello.
You locking that in?
Aye.
Aye.
What is it? Tell me it again in order.
So it was McManus, then Scott Brown, then
McGregor.
Callum McGregor.
Yep, 100%. At the minute, it's 96 to 88. Question 15. Celtic signed Yakimakis from which club?
Bhoycie Bus.
Heard the Bhoycie Bus first.
Venlo.
Venlo. Aye.
That's the one. Yeah.
Well, lock it in. VVV Venlo.
Venlo.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%. Now, these are the curveballs that I'm throwing in here at the end, right? They're still worth 2 points each, but
I thought you were going to say
curved.
20 points or something there.
they are curved.
That'll be the
Oh,
last
oh,
question.
19
we lost a
Oh,
bit.
1970 and 1980 questions for Tony, because he was fucking fire earlier, man.
Right. Question 16. Which Swedish footballer once had a clause inserted into his Premier League contract that stopped him from travelling to space?
What?
Bhoycie Bus.
Go for it,
Freddie
McCann.
I think Freddie Lundberg.
Not a clue, mate. I've not got a fucking clue. I'm quite happy to go with you, mate. You've been in fire the night,
I'll
so.
go with that.
If that's the first name
It's
it's
the
came your
first name
head,
that
it's
came in my
obviously.
head, but I'm actually starting to doubt it anyway. But I'll say it anyway. Freddie Lundberg.
Go for Freddie Lundberg then.
Wrong. EndlessCelts. It's up to you here.
I would say
Who else you
Zlatan.
got? You think so?
Zlatan, being the rocket that he is, it sounds like something he would come away with, wouldn't he?
Who else have we got? Who else was in Elmander and Sebastian Larsen and that? Like, can it be?
Seb Larsen.
It's a proper
I've
Zlatan
no
thing,
idea,
mate.
mate.
It's
So
got to be
whatever you
Zlatan.
think, Franny.
Aye,
I
go
would say Zlatan.
Zlatan?
It just seems something mental.
Yeah, we'll lock it in.
Wrong. It was a footballer called Stefan Schwartz.
All right.
If you've ever heard of him. Have you ever heard of him? No.
Could have been guessing on it when
I know.
Question 17. What was the name of the hotel Jose Mourinho lived in when he managed Manchester United?
Oh, fuck.
One Anthony. Man United.
Oh.
Man United.
Ah. Oh man, it's a famous one that's just went in my head.
Traveller.
Have we started to do the buzzer?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Right, Bhoycie Bus.
Go for it.
I don't know. I just want
It's
us to
it's
confirm so we can
all
get the
down
answer
to
right.
you. It's all down to
Started-
you here, mate. I have
Something
no
posh
clue.
into it. So just say a, just think of a fucking posh word and say it, man. No
A
prawns
bit-
up for
American.
Abyss Hotel.
I literally couldn't name you.
I think I know, but I
Hey, whoa,
couldn't tell
whoa.
you.
Just in case it comes to you.
Yeah.
I thought it was a travel lodge, but
The boys asked me first, so they have to go first.
The fucking Golden
is it-
Palace.
That's a Chinese.
that was the Chinese lodge,
Back to the EndlessCelts boys. What are you saying?
aye.
I mean,
Tony,
maybe
what
is
was
it the Grosvenor?
Oh.
Are you locking it in?
Just felt it.
It's one of the. It's not like a Hilton or something like that. I didn't think. I think it was something obscure. If Franny's happy to walk it in,
Aye.
but that's my
Yeah, I've
own.
not got a clue.
See if it is travel lodge, by the way. I'm fucking taking
I
my
know.
car to the Forth Bridge and fucking myself right off it.
Is it you locking it in? Yeah.
Aye.
And what was it?
Grosvenor, I say.
The Groves,
No, the Lowry Hotel.
the Lowry.
That was
Oh,
the
that
only
one.
stayed
I
in.
should have got that.
I done there the other
Just-
week.
Just need to take your word for that.
Question 18. Which country has appeared in 3 World Cup finals but has never won it?
EndlessCelts.
Celts.
Anthony?
What you thinking, Anthony?
I want to say the Netherlands guys.
Aye, good
Yeah,
shout.
you're right, mate. You're right.
Just shouting. Just
That
Aye.
is
Netherlands
the
slash
right.
Holland.
That's the right answer. 100%. Great answer there. Question 19. With 202 clean sheets, which goalkeeper has the best record in the English Premier League?
EndlessCelts.
Bhoycie Bus. Oh.
Franny.
I want to say Peter Cech.
Better check. He had that run, didn't he, where he fucking didn't
Aye.
concede for about 3 years.
I would say
I
Czech
wanna go
because
with
even
Peter
although
Cech.
Schmeichel and Van der Sar were always quite hangry for goals, I would say Czech. I'd go for that, Franny.
Just because they had that run, I'm pretty sure they
Aye.
had a run of literally like 15,
Quite a lot
20
of games,
games
like.
where they had that in a row. Never
Oh,
mind
oh.
that clean sheets.
I haven't seen I
I'm
think maybe it was
Peter Cech's
an
got
obscure
the-
one,
Peter
like
Cech-
somebody that's been there for years, like
Aye, I
Shea
know.
Given or somebody like that.
Or Friedel or something.
But I'm sure Peter Cech's got the record for the most clean sheets in the Premiership.
Aye, right, we'll go with that then. I'm happy. Go for
Peter
it.
Cech.
Peter Cech is right.
Good
Good
answer,
shout
boy.
there.
Good shout.
Final question of the second leg. This is the final question of the buzzer
Worth
round.
all the points that we need.
In what league is the concept of a designated player a feature?
Bhoycie
EndlessCelts.
Bus.
Franny?
I really know got a clue what you just asked there, but I just thought we need to fucking try and answer this right.
What was it? A
What was the
designated
question?
player?
What was
In what league is the concept of a designated player a feature?
designated player?
The
I don't think I
MLS.
under.
But like in case there's like a
I don't even think I understand.
in case
that
somebody
question.
needs to be represented in court or something.
Yeah.
Did the MLS do drafts and all that crap for college like the
Aye,
basketball?
By the
did?
way, they're every chance they do.
Just the
Aye,
MLS.
it sounds something
Aye,
stupid like the Yanks would do, wouldn't it? Aye, go
Aye.
for that.
MLS, go for the
MLS.
MLS then, Stephen.
MLS is 100% right. What a shout. Now, that brings us to the end of the second leg. And much like the first leg, it's quite tight. The final score is 98 to the Bhoycie Bus and 94 to the EndlessCelts podcast.
See- By the way, see if we hadn't gambled that fucking first round.
Boys, that was
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely superb, guys. Well done.
I know.
I enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
what
boy.
the matter?
I
Bhoycie
really
was
enjoyed
here
that.
if he was
Really
doing what
enjoyed
he's doing. He was in for 2 tight ones tonight, so
I know.
I think as well, like
Aye,
this was meant to lead to another return leg, a final kind of a chapter of this.
Oh,
I don't
it
know where
needs
it's
to
leaving it.
Just say
It's
they
I don't know where
definitely, it's definitely fucking McCann and Phil. I'll be on it anyway. I'm taking a back seat.
But I have to say, like, there was some good knowledge there. As William said, if the EndlessCelts didn't gamble, they would have won. Pretty
Yeah.
much, they would have won with the
Yeah.
8 points. But
If your auntie had balls, it'd be your uncle, know what I mean? So,
Dale makes a good point there.
I just want to come to the victory team, the Bhoycie Bus. This is 2-0 now in the Question of Sports specials that we've had. Have you enjoyed being on the EndlessCelts podcast, lads?
Oh,
Superb,
absolutely.
guys.
I really enjoyed it.
Really loved it, man. Class. Really good night.
Appreciate it, boys.
Aye,
And
thanks
then
very much, guys.
To the EndlessCelts team, obviously, commiserations. I'm fucking gutted, to be honest, but how we feeling?
A fucking shambles.
No, listen, we can, I thought we did.
I fixed it better for us.
Looking back, we shouldn't have gambled straight away, but but what can you do? It's all about having a laugh, innit? No, great laugh. Boys were absolutely superb, so well done to the bus.
Only podcast on planet Earth that can cheat and still fucking lose.
Paul McFarlane comes in. You can't even beat the B team. Well, Paul, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Oh.
But I have to say, like, it's been great. This crossover, Bhoycie come up with it. We all chipped in. We had a cracking time in the Bhoycie Bus with more alcohol than tonight, and tonight we had another great quiz, albeit not as flashy as Jonathan Boyce, but I tried my best, and we all got involved.
Done well, mate.
It was fantastic.
That was brilliant, mate. Well done.
And listen, hopefully this will be the first of many wee crossovers that we do, like if just having a quiz night or just looking back on a specific season, stuff like that. Big new season to look forward to.
Yeah, that could. Mark Kearney comes in with a great shout. I can also say to people who are watching as well, please give this a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. As I said at the start, we're about 50 off 1,000 now. I know we don't really care and all that, but it'll just be great to see that 1K and the subscribers a wee bit and get everyone watching the EndlessCelts podcast and to the Bhoycie Bus again. We appreciate the exposure this game with us. Has been fantastic. People's names I haven't seen before. It's just great to see again and fantastic, boys. Well done.
Thanks very much,
well done,
guys.
boys.
Love that.
Yeah, bastard.
Brilliant. And then to the people watching along, to the people watching along, stay well and keep safe. Hail, hail.
See you later, guys. Take care.
Cheers, mate.